Let's be real for a second. Not everybody in anime and cosplay spaces and fandom spaces in general is there because they actually love it. Some people, they're here for clout. Hey y'all, Kendra here, aka Nerdy Millennial. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people think about but don't always say out loud. Maybe they don't speak out about it because they're afraid or they may not care. But we're going to be talking about the rise of trend fans in anime and cosplay. Main point number one, what is a clout fan? Now let's define it real quick. A clout fan is someone who jumps into a fandom not because they genuinely enjoy it, but because it's popular, it's trending, or gets attention online. They might only watch what's viral, only cosplay what's trending, or suddenly become experts overnight. And listen, there's nothing wrong with being new. Everyone starts somewhere, but there is a difference between being new and being fake. There is a difference, guys, between being new and being fake. And I had to say that again. Main point number two, why it rubs people the wrong way. The reason this bothers longtime fans isn't gatekeeping, it's energy. Because genuine fans truly invest time into the stories, connect with the characters, respect the culture behind the fandom. So when someone comes in just for likes, views, and attention, it can feel like they're treating the community like a trend instead of a passion. Because as we all know, people, especially that have been like into anime and cosplay, or whatever fandom, comics, LARPing, back before it got mainstream, we caught hell for what we were into. So I can understand why it rubs genuine fans the wrong way. I get it. Main point number three, social media plays a role. Let's talk about it. Social media is a huge reason for this. Anime is more mainstream than ever, cosplay is going viral, and fandom spaces are now content opportunities. So people see, hey, this gets views, let me try it. And boom, now they're in the space, but not really of the space. And what I mean by that, back like I noticed it, I'm no longer active on Instagram, but when my sister and I were active on Instagram when the pandemic started, we noticed an increase of anime related content, cosplay as well. And again, nothing wrong with that. Some people may have just discovered it and they wanted to try a new hobby. However, we had receipts on some people. Yes, we actually had receipts of some people that admitted that they only were doing this because they wanted to grow a platform. They saw that you could get monetized, you could get brand deals, you could become a guest at conventions, and that's what they wanted was the clout. And that's why they were, doing it. They actually admitted to it. There was a lot of people starting nerdy podcasts that really weren't into fandom spaces at all, and they wanted to grow a following. And social media definitely played a huge role on that. It really did. It was another thing too, like as soon as a mainstream anime would be released, we also noticed like a lot of people would cosplay characters from the show and they didn't even watch the show yet, but they wanted to stay within the algorithm. Like it was insane. But yeah, next main point, but here is the balance. Now, I will be fair, not everyone who joins during a trend is fake. Some people discover anime or cosplay or whatever type of fandom that they may have gotten into because it was trending and they actually did genuinely like it, and that's valid. The issue isn't when people come in, it's when they stay surface level and only show up when it benefits them. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying about with social media. Yeah, there were some people that did discover cosplay or anime or whatever type of fandom while it was trending and they actually did enjoy it. And I welcome those who did come in while fandom became popular mainstream. I welcome them. But what, gets on my nerves were some of the people that only did it because they realized it was trending, and they only came into these spaces for clout. They wanted to become like guests at conventions, monetization. That was like the whole goal. Monetization on their social media platforms. Behind closed doors, some of them made fun of people who generally are into like nerdy things. And that really rubbed me the wrong way because, like I said, people that have been, anime, cosplay, comics, LARPing, whatever type of fandom, people that have been into it for a long time, especially my sister and I, as anime nerds back in the 90s, it was hard to get access anime. Like, we had to beg our parents, can we go to Blockbuster to get some DBZ tapes, get the Sailor Moon tapes, get the Pokemon tapes, Sam Goody, like beg them, like, can we go to Sam Goody or Suncoast to get some anime tapes, some anime merch, some manga. Like, t-shirts was a rarity to get, like any type of apparel with anime on it. It was hard. And then watching anime, like, we would stay up late, sneak to watch some anime shows while our parents were sleeping, or we would beg our dad to record on the VCR so we wouldn't miss an episode. So yeah, y'all know, the ones that been into anime back then, y'all know we caught hell. And then with cosplay, my sister and I got into cosplay in the early Y2K. We caught hell. A lot of people, when we would go to conventions, a lot of people that didn't know what cosplay were would yell things out their car window to us, calling us weirdos, freaks. Halloween is over with. What are you doing? You're too old to be doing this. Every mean insult in the book, we were yelled at. And now people that are doing it for clout, not everybody, but the ones that are guilty of that behavior, they come in and, they are being praised for it, that may have grown a following. And then behind closed doors, some of them, like I said, I have receipts, laughing and talking about people that truly are into these things. So, yeah. Now, the next main point is real versus fake energy. You can usually tell the difference through genuine fans, and genuine fans stay even when it's not trending, because there is a difference. Genuine fans appreciate more than just the popular stuff, and genuine fans actually engage with the community. Clout fans, they disappear as soon as the hype dies down. And that is so true because, again, some people that came to nerd spaces, fandom spaces, that are guilty of this behavior, they talk crap about, especially like in the anime community. I've witnessed it. Some will talk crap about old school anime, and I'm just like, are you for real? If we didn't have the old school anime, you would have like the popular mainstream anime that's out now, the newer gen anime. You wouldn't have that. Like I always say, like Flame of Recca, Kaze no Stigma. Like, if you didn't have those animes, you wouldn't have Fire Force. Like, it's so many examples. Like, Ninja Scroll is a classic. Like, Macross Plus. Like, come on now. But they talk crap about the old school anime and say, oh, the new gen anime is better. I'm just like, y'all, like, come on now. It's insane. And then like with the cosplays, some of them that are guilty only want to cosplay the anime that's popular now because they want to get more attention. And just it's it's insane. But like I was saying, clout fans, they disappear as soon as the hype dies down, and that is so true. And I asked this question for those individuals that are guilty of this behavior. If you only came into these fandom spaces because you saw it was mainstream, it's trending, your favorite celebrities are into these things, you wanted to grow a following, or you may have grown a following on your social media platforms. But if you have seen, in the media that fandom is lost its spark, it's not cool anymore to be a nerd, it's not cool to like anime, it's not cool to like cosplay anymore, and your favorite celebrity said that, would you stop doing it? Would you delete all your content that was geared to nerdy things? And would you go to what the media or your favorite celebrity says is trending now? Would you? So I asked that question. And at the end of the day, fandom isn't about being first. It's not about being popular. And it's definitely not about chasing clout. It's about connection, it's about passion, it's about finding your people. So, whether you've been here for years or you just got here, be real about why you're here. And that's what I was saying. I noticed that in fandom spaces, it has turned into a clout contest, a popularity contest. And at the end of the day, nerds were never cool. We were never cool. We back in the day before became mainstream, we got made fun of for liking these things. So it's like, why do we now, since it is mainstream and stuff like that, and I like, why do we have to try to make it like it's a cool kids thing? Like, embrace your nerdiness. Like, we never were cool. We were into what we were into because we generally loved it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. So what do y'all think? Have you noticed more trend fans lately? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And please don't forget to like, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.